All right, let's cut to the chase because something in me is telling me that someone needs to hear this and that someone might be you, friend. So, here are three life changing reminders for you today. Reminder number one, never believe a prediction that doesn't empower you. I first heard this idea in a TEDx talk by Sean Stephenson, I believe his name is, who gave this presentation about the prison of your mind. A very empowering and very motivating presentation that I highly recommend you check out if you haven't seen it. However, this specific reminder will be transformative for your life and your mindset, regardless of where you currently are in your life. And here's why. Nowadays, everyone is a psychic. And when I say everyone, I don't literally mean everyone, but there may be some people in your life specifically that you could think about right now, whether it's a friend, a family member, or a so called expert that you look up to from time to time, who has this uncanny ability to foresee what you can and can't do in your life. And when you're young, particularly, it can be hard to know the difference between advice you receive that is genuine versus limiting in nature. And I'm going to be honest with you, most people in your life are going to project their own fears or inability to do something onto you. And all this does is stall your ambition. You start to feel insecure, unworthy, unmotivated. You start to second guess every idea you have. And you know what this does to you? It forces you to choose a smaller dream with a little less crazy, a little less passion, a little less creativity in order to secure the approval of those know it alls in your life. So here's what I want you to walk away with today. Regardless of what someone says about you, to you, or behind your back, good, bad, or indifferent, the only person who can ever prove them right is you. And I get it. Sometimes in life, you're going to go through things that may have you questioning yourself before all of those other voices have a chance to chime in. And in situations like that, you may have to check yourself because your inner voice can also stall your ambition and send you down that same path. Never believe a prediction that doesn't empower you, including your own. But at the same time, it's also important to recognize that you are the only one with the ability to foresee anything that pertains to your life. Reminder number two, what if everything you're going through is preparing you for what you've asked for? No, serious question. What if? The other day, my wife and I were having a random conversation, as we tend to do. And I swear I should just turn on the camera and record us at times because the back and forth we have is always interesting. But she asked me a question about prayer. And we talked about how faith without work is dead, which then in a roundabout way led to a deeper conversation about perspective. Now, I am a firm believer that there is power in perspective. So, what if? What if everything you're going through is preparing you for what you've asked for? What if you're not just an unlucky person? And what if those experiences are simply detours and construction delays on your journey? See, regardless of what you ask for in life, and regardless of whether that ask came through prayer, journaling, performing poetry, like in my story, or meditation, as you start to experience life and go through different things that you may not understand, it's your job to carry the right perspective. Because not everything you face in life will meet your expectations, but everything you face in life will meet what is needed at that time in order to teach you a lesson, encourage some sort of positive change in your life, or be that seed that is planted in your mind, preparing you for what's coming next. So, again, what if everything you're going through is preparing you for what you've asked for? Reminder number three, you are enough. Now, you're probably looking at me right now like, really, Ron? Yeah, really, friend. Because although this is a simple phrase, it's something we all need to hear all the time. Funny story, actually. The reason I wanted to mention this reminder to you today in this video is because I read it in one of the children's books we bought for our son. A few nights ago, we were hanging out on the floor of our son's nursery, and I kid you not, I was reading books to my wife's stomach. And I don't know if Baby Banks can hear me or fully comprehend and understand what I'm saying, but as I was reading these books to him, one book in particular on the last page had all of these positive statements, such as I am brave, I am strong, I am blessed, I am worthy. And one of them read, I am enough. And in that moment, when I read that, I knew someone somewhere needs to hear that they are enough. So if that someone is you, friend, and I don't know what you're going through, but I want to encourage you to give yourself some grace and to give yourself credit because you are enough. And if that someone isn't you, then share this with the person you believe this message is for. And if you're that person that someone shared this message with, I hope it reaches you. Keep growing on your journey, friend. Keep learning. And always remember to stay true to you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.